Alright, hello, rerun of No Limit Emails versus AWeber, straight in guys, this time without really wasting your time. You can see side by side. By the way, let's just give some credit to where it's due. As you can see in top of the page, AWeber says 26 years, No Limit Email says 6 years, but do not let that kind of dishearten you because 6 years, but we will look based on a last 6 years history of the two for you a little bit, and also you can see price differences of AWeber versus No Limit Emails anyways. So we're gonna be looking and focusing on based on 100,000 subscribers, and let's get dig in guys, and so you can see it with your own eyes, and then we will compare some of the futures so you can see it both sides, and I will be demonstrating the futures of No Limit Emails to you. And you, if you have AWeber, you can compare it guys. If you don't, you can always go ahead and create a trail account and try out yourself, as AWeber does give you a trail account. And few things that I want you to notice from get-go so you are aware of that. As you can see, AWeber is 26-year anniversary sales on 87% off, and normal they charge $599 for account setup, but currently they charge you only 79 bucks. Anyways, good shout out to AWeber for that. So this there in their website. This is what I'm looking right now. It's fresh, it's live, and to prove it is, we just refresh this page. As you can see, my internet's a little bit long, take a while, but this is AWeber's current website, and date is 27th of August 2025, Wednesday morning in Europe. And yes, we are doing this live, uncut, unedited, in bias, comparison side by side, and let's get into it. AWeber versus No Limit Emails, do's and don'ts, goods and bads, and everything else in between guys. I did lined up some interesting stuff as well, what AI come up with, and hang on for that result. It will absolutely blow your mind. Let's get in. First of all, a honest review. I am the creator of No Limit Emails, and I like AWeber creator also grab our URL and do similar thing for themselves, and I love to see it. With fair and honest opinion of emailer instead of builder, let's get into this. And also, as you would see, not just my kind of email user point of view, but later on we will also look into that, what really AI scored us as based on certain things, and I have that on file, and I will share with that with you guys on a public square room. But later on, as when we drop the stream off here, we'll continue over the other room, and I will be there after this, and let's get in. So first of all, when we look the pricing of AWeber guys, as you can see, lights start from 12 bucks. So do not let this kind of trick you a little bit. AWeber gets heavily priced, and I will show you that, and we will look into it. First of all, currently, as you can see, the button is on annual. Let's switch it to monthly, and of course these are not changing that much monthly. As you can see, still 30 bucks you can get in, so to speak. But anyways, but our target is in here. We're gonna look 100,000 subscribers on AWeber. As you can see, I have 75 to 100,000. Let's make 100,000 and to 150,000. So done for you is about really registering your account and helping you set up few emails probably, and we do the same thing. And our price, you will see comparison to this price. We charge, do it all for you. You just give us the link, everything else we set up, and including running a email management, list management, and do it for you. So AWeber charges 1050. We charge 697, and has always been 697 last 6 years, and this of course will change. And I don't think that's what you do in here. I think they just do it for you, and after that you take over. The plus count is almost same price, and this is not do it for you, as you can see. 1050 bucks for 100,000 emails we put in, but we know still maybe if you have 100,000 you still have to call them. So but according what is right now, we see in the price index in here based on their own price valuation for the leads, right? So if we go to the 50,000, let's say something like this, still drops on 600 bucks, guys, and still 600 and 500 month. So you saw in the beginning was 15 bucks. When you have this level of subscribers, especially 100,000 subscribers, the fees are this, what will hit you when you are just 50k subscribers. So even if you are 25k subscribers, again you're still gonna pay quite hefty 350 bucks, 275 bucks for 25,000 people essentially. And then it's only 25,000, guys. So there is any of these prices in here, you will still see when we look now to no limit email pricing. So no limit email start at bronze. It starts straight away from get-go, 100,000 emails sending ability given with one dedicated IPs, email verifier. On top of that, total price is 67 bucks a month. From obviously 197 a month to 67 bucks, and is stuck at that 60% discount price for the last 6 years. Is still 67 bucks, and you send 4 times is this for this price. And also other difference in here, no limit emails get built infrastructure on your domain. AWeber, you are basically on share hosting with obviously tie into the AWeber ecosystem. So when it comes to the level, we see in here we just calculated 25. So when we go to the 100,000, really, because that's what the maximum give us, so that is 100,000 people, you will pay this versus 67 bucks. So you can figure that out. You are, lots of you mathematician boffins, so you can see the difference in here and how much you really do physically save based on that volume alone, just 100,000 emails subscribers. And of course in AWeber the price fluctuation is obvious, as keep going up, and no limit emails also price stability is obvious after 6 years of same price versus the other side increase. So to just have that in mind, this is, I'm saying to you, based on as a user experience and based on price history of the two sides. You can check this out yourself if you don't believe what I'm showing you here live. So the second part of this, let's say this is basically, if you increase this to 200,000, maybe you need a 2 count to pay this 2 times more, right? So if your level is reaching to 200,000, example in AWeber, so essentially you can 2x this price, and that price will be $2,100 if you send 200,000 emails. So if you send 200,000 emails or plus, you will pay 2,100 according to this current prices, what AWeber shows us here. And on same level, you only pay 97 bucks. So you can see the difference between 2,100 bucks a month if you basically sending 200k in AWeber, versus sending 200k in no limit emails. And again, price is $97 flat and has not been changed for 6 years comparison to the other side. So I want to really highlight this so you have a good informative mind to make decision. So let's say if you put this up 10 times, which is will reach you email, hit you 1 million email. So essentially, you go to 10x 1000, that is 10,000 plus dollars a month in order for you to send million emails with AWeber, if was possible. But I have not seen anybody sending million email with AWeber. Really, I don't know if that's like they offer that such a thing. I haven't seen it myself, but that doesn't mean they don't have members that have million emails. For sure, they probably do. So again, we're looking $10,000 price tag per month for million email use or send, then versus basically $190 a month. So you can also see $10,000 plus a month versus $197 a month. You can see the, like literally huge saving, and you achieving more. So we also do have a unlimited accounts. Again, if you send, let's say 100 times is this with AWeber, let's say you send in a 5 million emails or 2 million emails or 3 million emails. So if you are literally 1xing it all the time, as you can see, if your system is, let's say you're growing your list to 5 million people, which is not impossible, guys. There are many YouTube channels with many subscribers. So when you hit that kind of level, the price that you gotta pay is become a absolute burden, especially when you just literally work it out mathematically. Currently, what we see with our own eyes, the difference, right? So sending even 10 million emails a month, as you can see in here, is gonna cost you less than 500 bucks. Still, you can see less than 400 bucks comparing to sending just $100,000 thousand emails a month, versus basically charge of, let's say, grand. Obviously, grand versus seven. Well, you could say almost 400. Top of the, you could say, making a straightforward math, from $1,000 you saving $600 every time, essentially. And reality is that. So from every $1,000 you spend, you save actually 600 of that if you are using the exact same level of, let's say, emailing. And we see that obviously in here in a big scale you can send millions, which is I will show you in a minute, and I do send millions, and you will be surprised, guys. So let's go ahead and actually bring that up for you so you can see future wise. So let's begin AWeber up, guys, and we're going to look the features. So AWeber comes with obviously some themes and templates, Canva even, designed from Canva, guys. Theme settings and all that is the same thing you can get with no limit emails. Smart Designer. I don't know what that's all about. If you're using a Canva, everyone could use Canva, and you can use also Canva to bring your stuff that you make from Canva to no limit email. So it's not big, you could say, advantage in here by AWeber functions. And the email sending in here, you can see subject lines, something like that's the email writer, and preview text goes in here. 5 basic checklist, practice checklist, stay in the 5 characters for mobile info, something like that pops up. I suppose new AI writer they added. Anyways, but your email look like that, drag and drop kind of builder is not big deal. Mobile editor, you have that also in no limit emails. Previews, actually, and no limit emails give you better preview because previews become a live link. Keyboard shortcut, I mean, that's if you call that as in a future. No limit emails added that, obviously the themes and styles. RSS triggers emails, no limit emails. You can also do the RSS as well as webhooks, well as even text messaging if you want to connect with Twilio. Email automation exists. Also, you can create campaigns, follow-ups. Not much a big difference in here, with a little bit better actually control. And no limit emails, maybe the campaign builder in here is a bit different than no limit emails, but maybe just that is the only difference. You could say UI what's look like, but functions are same and more basically vast and flexible. And no limit emails and dynamic content, you do also have no limit emails. Tagging you do, and segmentation, so there is no big advantage in here by AWeber when it comes to these functions. And so let's go ahead and actually bring you live no limit email internal shot to you guys. I'm just gonna log in. So as we seen the future of AWeber in here, you can see it also future internally from no limit emails emailer, which is open source flexible tool, and this version is Moetic version 4 provided by no limit emails team. And you get everything related to what we just looked feature wise. So when you look, you have the segments, and also on no limit emails you have a little bit better functions actually in here, and great deal. So you have multiple segments, as you can see, many lists and different size contacts I've been uploading to it. And also you get a also you do get a some airplanes flying overhead, excuse me. Anyhow, so you do also have a lot more different features in no limit emails than AWeber really doesn't have. So component wise, for example, no limit emails, you have asset delivery function. AWeber doesn't have that. This is basically instant ebook delivery function as a feature. So you give basically somebody this link and they will instantly be able to download the, basically if I click on this, it will download the book, and as you can see is download the book for me. So that you don't have in AWeber. So forms and landing pages, as they talk about themes and obviously design. So with no limit emails you have a versatile page and as well as email designer, and both of them work congruent. So you can make a page turn it to the email, email turn to page. Also pick up any existing page, use it as a theme. so you're not limited in a rigid template style that you can't break out, especially the ones that obviously just templates by AWEBERs, right? So landing page wise, you have plenty flexibility. As you can see in here, I've been kind of just playing around, creating a lot of different landing pages, and this is one of them I created with no limit emails. As you can see, you can create this kind of pages without having massive design elements, and is good enough to use for any kind of really promos, you know, you name it, blogs, offers. So you can create this kind of pages with no limit emails because it's open source. And the good thing about this is you can turn this whole page to an email without any issue. So you can't do that in AWeber. When you create a page and create email, they work a little bit, let's say, separately comparison here. So you have more flexibility feature wise. And also another thing, campaign wise, when it comes to the automation, you also have Moetic automation functions, especially for campaign building and campaign launch and all that. So it's just literally simple drag and drop. Again, just something like drag and drop campaign builder, and you can do your 7-day, 10-day, 50-day email automation if you want, especially if you are automating lots of different lists is ideal. So you could make that. So if you let's say you have a couple of lists that you want to automate, you just simply select any of this list that you could automate. So you now just have this segment, and you connect the send to email, and you connected it. Basically now you have this automation running on that specific segment or list. So easy to change your automation to different lists as well. Just like that, you can delete it and bring another list to automate, and so on and so forth, or set up many as you want, which is you do not have that flexibility in AWeber. So you can also lead score by setting up conditions, actions, and decisions. So in here you have like 3 trees. Generally speaking, normally you have in this 3 decision trees. So you can preset what you want to happen with this list in here by automating your actions and setting up your triggers based on the email, basically open, read, and how, if somebody clicked the link, if somebody download that book, according to that you can send different kind of emails. So flexibility is pretty immense and amazing when it comes to the really this open source framework based on email functions and setting. And of course they mentioned that they do have dynamic content. You also do have dynamic content in here. You can create many pieces of dynamic content you want, and also you can design your emails absolutely totally all with dynamic content if that's what you want. And in here too, not just dynamic content for your email, but also dynamic content you could create for your pages. Channel wise, emails in here. Then obviously you see you have a point scoring system in here. In AWeber, I don't know, maybe tagging, you could do similar thing. And also in here you have staging, which is in AWeber you don't have. So based on this interactions and actions and trigger points that you set up for the lead through the funnel, you can basically have a better control of your messaging by giving them basically score and how far down the road they get through the funnel and how far off they are from all that. You could basically have the data front of you based on the actions in here, which is in AWeber you don't get. And when it comes to the channels, you have again internal marketing message for big teams. You don't get that in AWeber. And emails, obviously sending and receiving emails Focus items are obviously your landing pages, how many you create, and social monitoring, which is you do get in here and you don't get in AWeber. And what's important with the social monitoring, imagine you're a big company, you want to check somebody's mentioned you, commented on your blog, commented on your post, your videos, that you could add and social track, especially if you have them on the list and you send an email to, and we'll find if they have pictures of the social picture of themselves, if they are available in the public domain, and pull it in for you, so you can also socially reach out and analyze if they were a good lead for you, and that way is also helpful, and you don't get that in AWeber either. So multiple list management in one place in here is easy, and obviously adding user, things like that, extra themes, this is also you get, and also volume versus obviously not just the price to talk about. And just like I mentioned, I'm telling you in a user point of view, as a user of no limit email, this is what I see, this is what is possible, this is what I've done. And according to that, when we really bounce back with AWeber, AWeber just really, you can't do what you see in my screen. So for example, sending 300,000 emails in AWeber just out the bat probably will cost you 3 times extra that 1,500 that you looked in one single email. So every time you're going to send that, you got to pay that much out. But guess, look, the next email from that, I send 1 million email at one go. And when you look the really 10 times, so sending 1 million email in AWeber will cost you really your house, guys, and we see the price, and that's probably why not many people doing it over there. But in here it's possible, as you can see, single email are sent to that many, and so many different emails that every email will break the levels in here, as you can see it. So literally every email is well above AWeber's 100,000 kind of levy that we kind of compare on. As you can see, this one in here is for 500,000 people. So it's not just one single email. Yes, guys, emails are sent, still getting read. This is my kind of goal in here, not get this box empty, read empty. So this is most important part, because people are actually reading. And let's look simply, I pay as a user $97 for this server, and just one single email, even sending totally cold random email out to people. Let's have a look at this. Let's go back on channel so you guys can see, actually you see the emails that gone out to different networks. This is all live experiments going on. So if we look actual email, what unique click this email produced based on a value out of the just data is pretty amazing. So obviously, is bulk email, volume email sending versus limited email sending any day, you could not really match, but based on a just same function of both, say both tools are processing emails, one is processing different than the other, but in a logically underlying technology, you could say very similar or very same, because we both sending emails. But we also see in here the live server doing its thing. As we are live, guys, always take some time. So I send this email, still active campaign, still number will go up, but we just look at an economic perspective of this. If you count literally just, if I paid Facebook or anywhere out there 50 cents per click, the specific amount of traffic, let's say 250 people, would have costed me, average $125. That's just one email, right? Just one time ad, if I want to have intention of at least this many people seeing my ad, because basically they went to the landing page. And also email send them is another piece of publicity, as you all know. So they saw the publicity 2 times. And the one thing I like you to take a note in here, from 373 people percentage wise, guys, 253 people went to visit the page. This is high return based on just somebody click on the email. And that itself, as you can see, now this become essentially 250 leads to follow, guys, from cold email. And conversion rates is obviously going to be high, at least 2%, 3% from this. So even if you literally convert 2 people, still you could say anything between $397 to $67 you could land a client. And obviously it just becomes a mathematical game how many of this you can do. That's why you have email automation running. So when it comes to the really comparing two, and a value wise, price wise, guys, AWeber can't really beat a no limit emails. It's just too obvious. But when you look really, what did the AI score us? Like literally just out of the, you could say, out of the curiosity, as I was going to do the stream, as we all using AI, and lo and behold, I throw in things to the AI, guys, and I want to show you a little bit so we can scroll together. Actually, as you can see, I have not edited anything, guys, just copy paste from AI to the stock. And the prompt I give, as you can see in here, this is the prompt basically. As you can see, my mistake still here. So this is the prompt we give, and let's just scroll a little bit, see what really does says. So core service features, obviously we just kind of did that. Let's skip them. And literally no limit emails does provide much more features than AWeber does. So one thing I want to really scroll it all the way down. The price, we know no limit email saves you between 92-93% of the cost, guys. So it works that out pretty well. So it's literally 1,150 versus $67, guys. So you can't get wrong. So one thing really interested in here, and this is what's really interesting. So adjust the scoring with new data. So they score us both of no limit emails and AWeber from 10, and let's see what they done. As you can see in here, guys, pricing efficiency 9.5 for no limit emails, 4 for AWeber. Future automation 8.5, 7 point for AWeber. So future deliverability, AWeber scores a little bit higher than us. I don't know why. Anyway, because obviously based on the 26 years, I suppose they send more emails. So dedicated IP real user for no limit emails, obviously AWeber doesn't provide that. Ease of use, I suppose they can beat us on that, so by 2 points. Sport and community, obviously we're getting stronger, and they are older companies, so we expect them to be a little bit higher than us. That's reality. So this is AI score, guys, and as you can see, scalability, we are 9.5, AWeber is 6, and transparency and control, we are 9.5, and that's what's really interesting as well, is an AWeber 7. So overall score, as you can see in here, AI scores 8.8 out of 10 for no limit emails, and 7.4 out of 10 for AWeber. I mean, this is AI telling us this analysis, and you can see my chat back and forth. And then to make the twist a little bit even twistier, guys, so I throw in a little bit more data in here, as you can see, because it was lacking a little bit more. So now we added the corrections, and we asked to readjust the score summary, see what's going on in here. So as you can see, this time round the gap has got again still losing on this 2 point, but not this time, not by that much in the end, and the score increases by 8.9 versus still 7. And based on basically two factors, guys, AWeber's been here for ages, and then we adjusted again, as you can see in here, guys. Overall score 8.9 and then 7 point. Every level that we tried to score it, no limit emails came on top, including we throwing in a AWeber Trustpilot URL, and as well as no limit email Trustpilot URL. And in the end, as you can see in here, so no limit email score 4.5 and AWeber again score 3.7 based on what AI give us, guys. It's just not myself as an experience, but I wanted to use the AI as the even third eye mutual, you could say, judge between what we are talking in here. And this is what it came up with, guys. Pretty interesting. And overall score, you can see, guys, 8.5 versus 7.5, 1.5 in it for the newcomer. And that will conclude our review versus AWeber, guys. And you've seen it both, and the choice is yours. Which way do you want to go? And give me a comment in here, see what you think, and see which one do you think will be your champion. And is it 8 point better than 7 point? 8.5 better than 7.5 should give you a least edge to make that decision, and a plus, obviously a lot closer, that in the end, just based on reviews. Remember, AWeber have 100 plus reviews. We only got basically, let's say, 10 or more, and that's also has a big factor. And AWeber has a 26 years of history, guys. We have only 6, so getting score above them is not gimme, guys. Even AI is not just gonna give you, believe me. And that's it from me, and I hope you enjoyed the session, and come join the No Limit Emails, guys. We definitely deliver more than AWeber. And take care. Happy sending, everyone.